All right, Matty. Well, you and I share a lot of similarities in that we haven't had a lot of fun with our own cars just yet. So you've gone ahead and put yourself in a spot that doesn't happen in a class like ours too often, and you're driving somebody else's car, which is that's something else. So tell us about that.
Yeah, look, a few weeks ago after we got back from our last race meet at Mora, we basically, Matt gave me a call, and he was going to be away this weekend over in Bali, so he rang me and asked me if I'd like to jump in the 46 for the night, and it was just too good of an opportunity to turn down. We know it's a great car, and we know it's a fast car. It's set the LS lap record here a few weeks ago, so we know that it was a quick car and it was an opportunity I couldn't pass up. It's been a lot of hard work to get us to the point where we are at tonight, and it's going to be, lots more hard work to go throughout the night. But it's just great to be here, and great to have the opportunity. So I'm trying to put myself in your shoes, in that if I was driving somebody else's car, there'd be some stains in my jock strap. You know what I mean? Because that's a lot of risk and a lot of nerve to be strapping into somebody else's seat. So did you feel any of that? Was there any sort of nerves to go along with, oh my god, I'm in somebody else's car, I better take care of this thing? Yeah, I mean, you're always nervous about that kind of thing. I try and not think about it too much. Matt pretty much just said, just jump in it and drive it as hard as you can. And so he came down on Wednesday when we came down for a few laps, and after my first session he came in and he was pretty pleased, and then we did our second and third session, and he was very happy at the end of the night and pretty impressed. So that gave me a lot of confidence going into tonight that I was pretty much good to just jump in and get after it. You're always worrying about it, or not worrying about it, but thinking about it in the back of your mind. But yeah, I don't try and think about it that much. I just get in and drive the hell out of the race car. Yeah, that's good. We'll get a quick recap of the heat that just been. Obviously first race laps in the car, so I understand if there was some caution there. But a Friday night at the Motorplex track is always going to be a little bit different to what they get on a Saturday. But what were you feeling, and how was the car? What changes are you going to make? Yeah, look, we were just a little bit loose. I think that was probably more the track than anything else. You could really see when you get out there. There's a couple of dark lines. One sort of probably a car and a half off the inside, and then a dark line right up top. Because it was the first heat, we're off the back. We had a minor technical or a minor mechanical drama literally 2 seconds before we rolled out. We got that sorted, so that was probably in the back of my mind a little bit. So I just wanted to take it easy, try and get through the heat, and I think we ended up starting 15th or something like that and moved up to 9th. So we passed a couple of cars, got a couple of outside passes, which is, of course, the first time I've actually passed anyone on the outside in a sprint car. It's a good feeling, isn't it? Yeah, that was pretty cool. Really excited. Hopefully, the boys are doing some pretty hard work now just to make sure everything's 100% so we can roll out for Heat 2. I'm off pole, so I'm going to need to man up and get after it in that one. All right, mate, we'll catch up with you after. Thanks, mate. Cheers. All right, Rhys, so you've been contracted to drive the Sanders Zero for the night. Can we get a quick background on what you've been driving up to now?
Yeah, I race go-karts. I constantly race formulas. I'm meant to be racing tonight, but I got the call for this. So I raced 16 400 Chalmers electric car, and that's really it. That's all I've really ever raced. A bit of BMX, and now this, I guess.
So you're only 18. Where do you know Kyle from? Where did the call come from?
I actually know Kyle from Matt, because Matt's been helping me out in the formulas for a little bit now, and he kind of said to me one night, says, "You want to build a race car?" And I said, "Hell yeah!" So came over, we started building race cars, and obviously Matt started racing the car, and he got the call for the drive other Matt's car. So I got the call from Kyle Monday. He said, "Hey, you want to practice in a sprint car?" And I said, "Why not? It's really a dream come true. I've always wanted to race a sprint car."
Mate, so your first race laps, I remember it wasn't that long ago that I had my first ones, and I was a bit of I was pretty cautious at that point. Did you feel any nerves going into it? Like, what was your mindset? Taking the first green.
Nah, you kind of just get used to it, I guess. It's just like every other race. You just go with an open heart and make sure you come out. So even in the formulas, we go balls to the wall, make sure we run it properly and the car's right. The main reason we're here tonight is just to get the car right for Matt when he gets back in the car. we've had a bit of hiccups, but I feel like by the end of the night, we should have it pretty down packed.
All right, where are you starting for the second heat, do you know?
First time in a sprint car, so I'll be off the rear all night.
Okay, no worries. Good, mate. Good luck.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah, buddy. The ones on the tall tube. Not this. Yeah. I'll put another turn in the right rear shot next time. Go out this time.
mate. Well, starting on pole is something that is personally nightmare fuel for me. So good on you for actually stepping up and doing it. Can you talk me through, like, was that a a job dirtying moment, or well, what was that like for you?
I've started off pole. That's not my first pole start in a sprint car. I started off pole when we were at Mora last meeting. So yeah, it wasn't that big of a deal. I just wanted to try and honestly just take advantage of the good starting position. Unfortunately, we were just really loose in my infinite wisdom. I think I was just so focused on keeping the thing straight because it was so loose. I didn't even think about pulling the wing back. So we've got to keep that in mind for the feature. We're going to just check the shop charts and just see if there's anything we need to sort of change there to help it to tighten it up a little bit. But I think probably what it comes down to, in all honesty, is I'm just going to have to reach down and grab a hold and go around the top, I think.
I mean, I can see it when I'm looking through the lens, but you do feel more comfortable with every drive, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, in all honesty, I felt more comfortable Wednesday night than what I did in that heat. But I think that was just a track. That's probably my first ever time that I've actually driven on this joint when it's really started to slicken off. There is a really, really narrow lane down the bottom, but you got to be so precise, and the right rears on these are so wide that with the amount of experience that I've got, it's hard. But I was disappointed in myself that I wasn't able to hit that mark. I decided to just go to the top and see if I could make work around there. Unfortunately, going up the top, I was still a little bit tentative because it's not my car. So. I think I'm just going to have to, like I said, I'm just going to have to reach down and grab a hold and get after it in a feature race. We'll probably be starting pretty deep. I think I had a 9th and a 7th place finish, so we backed it up in that heat, which sucks. I really don't like that, but it is what it is. Like I said, my first race night in this car, and only about my 3rd race night in a sprint car in total. So, can't be too hard on myself. Just, we'll see if we can tune it up a little bit for the feature and get after it.
Where do you start the feature, boss?
I don't know yet. I haven't been able to have a look at the grids. I'll probably run down and check that out now and get a bit of an idea. Hopefully it's, I'm imagining it's probably going to be somewhere in the middle. I'm just going to have to sort of, mind my P's and Q's and just try and get through solid 15 laps and try and put in 15 clean laps and bring it home.
No worries, boss. We'll catch up with you after.
Thanks, mate.
All right, boss, second heat. Talk us through it. How'd you feel? How was the car?
Yeah, car felt actually quite nice. A bit tight on the entry. We're going to loosen it up for the feature, but the car felt really good. We're still tackling these engine problems, so we just don't know where to go, as really no one's had this problem. So we're kind of just throwing ideas around, throwing things in, seeing if it is going to work, if it's going to make a difference. So the Sanders Motorsport team, we're just kind of just throwing things at it. So we're just going to see what happens.
What's it? Is everything kind of feeling? I mean, it's not your first time in a sprint car. I think you were here for the practice on the Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. Is there still any nerves kicking around, or are they kind of going away? Like, what are you feeling?
There was never nerves. I've raced pretty much my whole life, whether it's BMX, go-karts or formulas. Getting into any car, any track, you kind of just got to go for it. You can never really have nerves. Even when we go to new tracks, we just set a goal and go for it. I never go out going, oh, is this going to happen? Is that going to happen? I just go out and make the best of the race.
All right, boss. We'll see you after the feature.
Thanks, man.